Hey friends, I want to talk to you if you are feeling like you should lower your prices because you're not getting any clients. So, if you are a coach or you sell an online course and your sales aren't going the way you would like them to, do you ever feel tempted? You can put in the comments if you feel tempted when you're not getting the sales to lower your prices. I see this a lot, and I recommend that you never lower your prices. Never, 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 even when you're launching. I see this time and time again. I see coaches launch group programs and they aren't getting the enrollments they thought they were going to get, or they're not signing on any clients. And then all of a sudden I see like they're advertising these really ridiculously low sessions, or they knocked their course down so low that it makes them feel even worse when nobody signs up for it. So if you have $1,000 course and nobody signs up for it, and then you decide to lower the price to $497 and still nobody signs up for it, you probably will feel worse if nobody buys your $500 course rather than your $1,000 course. So to set yourself up for success, not feeling like crap, let's not lower our prices. I know it can be super tempting to lower your prices because you feel like if you lower, then you'll be able to bring in more people. And that's not necessarily the truth. There are people who will spend the money on any solution that you offer. You're just not in front of as many people as you should be possibly. It's either that or your audience isn't ready to buy, and maybe it's just not the right time. When is the right time to sell an online course or to enroll people in your one-on-one program? We never know unless we just continuously put it out there. So in regards to your one-on-ones, let's say you're a coach and you have a one-on-one program, I always keep the doors open for that. But I also want to cap how many clients I work with at one time. That being said, I don't stress about getting clients, and sometimes I go through a period where I don't have any clients, and I like that because I feel like that's just God telling me that you need to break from the clients and maybe you just need to focus on your program, or maybe you need to focus on yourself, or whatever it might be. I don't stress about that. What I do want you to release stress on is your prices. If you're going on your computer and you're constantly reducing your prices for your programs or for products that you have on your website, you're not doing yourself any service. You're continuously devaluing yourself. Raising your prices every quarter, that's the only time I want you to actually hit the edit button, backspace over your prices and change. I only want you to increase your prices because your worth increases. So you're always learning as a coach. You're always investing in yourself. I mean, think of all of the things you've learned in the past 6 months to a year. That's why we raise our prices, because we're always continuously educating ourselves, whether it be through free information or purchasing information. You're working with coaches, you're working with course creators, you're always learning the latest things in order to build your business, in order to help other people. So yeah, you should be charging more money. You should be increasing your prices at least once a quarter. Once a quarter, or maybe once or twice a year, whatever feels right for you. Sometimes you might get totally booked out with clients and you're ready for more time. That's when you will probably think about going into a group program where you're working with one-to-many. But I never, 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 never recommend you ever lower your prices, ever. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to people who may have already invested in you, who paid a higher price, because they will catch that. I see that a lot too, and I was talking about this yesterday with my husband about sometimes I see course creators talk about how they're discounting their course, and then all of a sudden I'll see somebody say, well, I bought your course at full price. That's not very fair. And then it kind of catches them a little bit, and that's kind of embarrassing for the course creator. So to avoid those situations, definitely don't discount your courses. Even if you've never had anybody enroll in your program. Just leave it the way it is. If you felt at one point in time that this is $1,000 course, I believe in my heart that that's what this is worth, just leave it, because you had that reaction for a reason. It'll sell. I promise you it will sell. You just need the proper tools to sell it. You need the audience to sell it to, and just the numbers. So continuously grow your business, put out that free stuff, build your expertise, show people that you know what you're talking about, that you can help them, and it'll come. It will absolutely come. I think it is very true. Thank you for saying that. It is true that it's like, to me, it gives off of an air of desperation when you see people slashing prices all of the time. I remember I had really bad advice once from somebody, and it was a few years ago, and I don't even remember what program it was for. It was a program that wasn't selling at all for me. And I think I went on a call with somebody, and they told me, why don't you have a sale? And that's the advice that she told me. And I thought, okay, well, everyone has sales, so why can't I have a sale? And so I knocked down this little program that I had to a crazy low price. And I thought, okay, this will really put me on the map. And I didn't get one sale. So I felt really crummy. I thought, okay, nobody wanted to buy it at full price, which I can handle. But then when I discounted it and literally discounted it, I sent it off to my list and nobody bought it. That kind of stunk. Especially something that's always available. That didn't feel amazing. So keep your stuff where you initially thought it should be at. Don't lower it, or just raise it. And one other question I get is, what about when I'm launching? How do I take away something? Like, let's say you have $1,000 program and the time is running out and you're not sure how you can you have a lot of value in it, but you want to stress urgency, and you don't want to say, I am raising the price. You don't want to lower it. One thing you can do is just take away some value. So you could take away some bonuses with a program. So let's say you had a bonus one-on-one session or some kind of course bonus that came with it. You can take that away, but don't lower your price. Don't change your core price. Don't change your core program. Take away some value to add urgency. Let's say you had a funnel or something, or you're launching. Do something like that, but never change something that you thought in your heart that that's the way it's supposed to be. That's just a little tip I have for you. I see it too much. I don't want you to treat yourself. You're not Walmart. That's what I always say. You're not Walmart. You have a high-class program. You have a high-class coaching service. So keep it the way it is. And the only time I want you to change it is when it goes up. Okay? Hope this was helpful. I'll see you tomorrow.